The Roosevelt Dime of 1972 continues the legacy of the dime introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Following his death in 1945, Roosevelt had been a major figure in American history, leading the nation through the Great Depression and World War II, and his image on the dime symbolizes both his leadership and his connection to the fight against polio, which he himself battled. The 1972 dime features the familiar obverse design by John R. Sinek, showing Roosevelt facing right with the inscriptions, "Liberty in God, We Trust," and the year 1972 beneath Roosevelt's neck. This design remained unchanged from the original release, emphasizing continuity and respect for Roosevelt's memory. The reverse of the dime features a torch representing liberty flanked by an olive branch on the left, symbolizing peace, and an oak branch on the right, representing strength and independence. The motto, E pluribus unum, is displayed above the torch. This design was also created by Sinek and has remained largely unchanged, reflecting the enduring symbolism of the torch and branches. The 1972 Roosevelt Dime was minted in 3 locations: the Philadelphia Mint, identified with no mint mark, the Denver Mint, which carries a D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint, primarily producing proof coins identified with an S mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint produced a large number of dimes, as it has historically done, with production aimed at meeting circulating demand. The Denver Mint also produced substantial quantities, and the San Francisco Mint focused on higher quality proof sets meant for collectors rather than circulation. The composition of the 1972 dime is 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, commonly referred to as cupronickel, which is consistent with all Roosevelt dimes produced since 1965, when the U.S. moved away from silver coinage due to rising silver prices. The diameter of the coin is 17.91 millimeters, and it weighs 2.27 grams. Its reeded edge is both functional and decorative, providing tactile feedback and making the coin more difficult to counterfeit. The 1972 dime circulated widely in everyday commerce, being used in bank stores, vending machines, and for personal transactions across the United States. It is estimated that billions of dimes were in circulation during this period, making it a common coin for collectors, but also an essential part of daily life. The Roosevelt dime has always been appreciated not only for its practicality, but also for its artistic merit. John R. Sinek's design was selected to honor Roosevelt's achievements, and the coin has remained a model of numismatic consistency. Over the decades, collectors have sought specific varieties of the 1972 dime, including those with strong strikes, particularly sharp details in Roosevelt's hair and facial features, as well as dimes with full torch and branch details on the reverse coin. Grading has become increasingly important, with grades ranging from circulated conditions, such as good, very good, and fine, to uncirculated mint state grades, including MS-60 through MS-70, with higher grades commanding greater attention and value. In addition to regular circulation strikes, the San Francisco Mint produced proof versions in 1972, which exhibit a mirror-like background with frosted design elements. These proofs were carefully struck with specially polished dies and were sought after by collectors for their sharpness and visual appeal. Proof sets included the dime, along with other denominations, allowing collectors to own a complete set of U.S. coinage for the year 1972. The Roosevelt dime has also been studied by numismatists for minor die variations and errors, which can occasionally be found among the coins from 1972. These include repunched mint marks, double dies, and other anomalies which add an element of excitement for collectors interested in rarities. The history of the Roosevelt dime is deeply tied to American history, as it reflects not only the memory of a president who shaped the nation, but also the evolution of coinage in the 20th century. From its silver origins to the transition to copper-nickel, the dime has been a witness to economic changes and technological advances in minting. The 1972 Roosevelt dime represents a mature period of coin production when the design had been in continuous use for over 25 years, and the coin had firmly established itself as a staple of American currency, its circulation and use. Connect generations of Americans who have held and used these coins in everyday life. The coin serves as both a medium of exchange and a miniature work of art, encapsulating themes of liberty, strength, peace, and unity. In summary, the Roosevelt Dime 1972 is a continuation of a legacy that began in 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt. It features the enduring obverse and reverse designs by John R. Sinek, minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, in cupronickel and circulated widely across the United States. It remains popular with collectors and enthusiasts for its historical significance, design, consistency, and occasional varieties, making it an important piece of American numismatic history. In 1972, the Roosevelt Dime remained one of the most widely used coins in everyday American life, and its importance extended beyond commerce to its role in commemorating one of the most influential presidents in United States history. Franklin D. Roosevelt had guided the nation through some of its most challenging times, and the decision to feature him on the dime reflected his enduring legacy. One interesting aspect of the 1972 dime is the broader historical context in which it circulated. The early 1970s in the United States were marked by economic changes and social shifts, including the ongoing effects of the Vietnam War, inflationary pressures, and changes in monetary policy. Although the dime was a small denomination coin, it played a key role in daily transactions and vending machine use. Coinage like the Roosevelt dime became a symbol of stability and reliability at a time when the country faced uncertainty. The production process in 1972 involved high-speed coin presses at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, which used steel dies hardened through a process of heat treatment to strike millions of coins efficiently. The San Francisco Mint's proof coins were struck, using specially prepared dies and planchets, resulting in exceptionally sharp details and a mirror-like finish for collectors. The proof coins were often presented in sets along with other denominations and served as gifts and collector items, which contributed to the growth of coin collecting in the 1970s. Another notable aspect of the 1972 Roosevelt dime is the study of minor variations and errors which have fascinated numismatists. These can include small die cracks, repunched mint marks, and minor doubling effects. Some of these anomalies are rare and have become sought-after collectibles, adding another dimension to the history of the 1972 dime. The dime's design itself carries layers of symbolism. John R. Sinek's obverse portrait of Roosevelt captures both a likeness of the president and a dignified expression reflecting his leadership qualities. The reverse torch symbolizes liberty, while the olive branch signifies peace, and the oak branch represents strength and endurance, together conveying the ideals that Roosevelt championed during his presidency. The 1972 dime also represents the continued use of the coin following the 1965 transition from silver to copper-nickel composition. This change had a significant impact on coin collecting and circulation, as it made coins less valuable intrinsically, but more practical for everyday use. The transition also reflects broader economic trends of the mid-20th century.